that we have to put the paradox before us that the mystics have suggested to us that this passion for the goal of awakening needs to be stronger than a drowning person wanting air. So that's right up in front. So that's on the one hand. And then we also know that we are in a relative world, and that the tendency for us when we want something is to be disappointed when we don't get it, or where it doesn't come in full measure. And in fact, either knowingly or unknowingly, this wish is the wish to awaken. That, like we talked about, the ishq, or the longing, the thirst. So that means intuitively we have been disappointed up till now, because that full union hasn't, even if we have experiences of samadhi, of losing the sense of self and being absorbed into the unity of all, then there's a return from that. So naturally, we have to practice that side of mysticism, which learns to be present with whatever's arising. Very, very much like the approach of Advaita, a non-dual awareness. Just be present with whatever's arising, without an agenda. Now, if you lean too heavily on that side, the tendency will become complacent. Everything's pretty cool. I mean, if I speak for myself, I think through all this practice and devotion and approaching the message, I feel pretty relaxed. I don't have a bad life. I have a good life. Even bad things happen, I'm still okay. Still, I feel sometimes if I lean too heavily on that part, tend to just kind of plod along in a good life. So then I've got to turn up the burners a little, and then constantly play between those two currents. So to lead a meaningful life, I believe that is our unique purpose, to fully utilize that God wants to manifest in all her ways through our being in this plane to do her work, which is the work of compassion and kindness and justice in the sense of balance. So we don't want to be afraid of opposition or difficulties, and we know in order to shift paradigms, maybe we do the work and it doesn't happen while in our life, but so you work completely in opposition all the time, opposition, and then one day, that's it. You may not get the pleasure of the effort you gave. So I believe that there's nothing about the teachings of mysticism which don't fully support social activism, eco-activism, relief of suffering, but it also asks you to not become upset with the world.